Well, guys, I'm sorry. I'm 8 minutes late. I'm 8 minutes late, and I'm working on my punctuality to see it that next time I really come up early and keeping all coming here on time. Welcome to United Matters channel. It's the Match Day Live. United paying a visit to Aaron Road, and we drew with Leeds at Old Trafford. That was on Wednesday this week. We are here trying to see how we can factor out a result from Aaron Road, and this result is supposed to be a positive result of 3 points. I know it's going to be a hard game, but all I want is a win. How are we winning is all in the hands of Ten Hag and the players, but we are the fans want a win because we have a lot of stake in our play. You know that very well. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name, and continue to do the needful and really subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now I'm having Williams is already here. I'm having Ainum Gesha Willie. We are waiting for you. All right. And thank you others for really watching in and keeping it United Matters channel. And let's get into what Erik ten Hag has named to be his starting 11 that he believes is going to go ahead and really face a side known as Leeds to go ahead and really get a win. So that's the lineup that Erik ten Hag has really gone in for. David De Gea, Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Malacia, Sabitzer, Freddy, Dallo, Luke Shaw, Sancho, and Weghorst. That is the starting 11 of the manager of Manchester United, known as Erik ten Hag. The substitutes include Heaton, Lindelof, Martinez, Rafael Varane, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Pelestri, Zidane Iqbal, and Anthony Elanga. Those are the substitutes that Erik ten Hag has really gone in for to really get United a win that we deserve. Let's go to Leeds and see how have Leeds lined up today. They're having Molier in goal, Eiling, Fipro, Coach, Woba Adams, McKennie, Somerville, Harrison, Bamford, and Bundonto, who scored against us at Old Trafford. The other, when you look at the substitutes of this team, they're having Robles, Monteiro, they're having Mullen, Christiansen, Jabi, Greenwood, Alson, Joseph, and Jorginho. They're the ones making the bench of a team known as Leeds. So that is the starting 11 of Leeds, but people are really going to go out and really say, why is Maguire onto this one in there for you? And to look on the bench, Rafael Varane is available, Martin is available, and you never know how he's been acting well into how has been really acting while he was in training, because Ten Hag picks his team according to how they perform in training. And let's get into how the system Ten Hag has really chosen to go ahead and really use as it takes on a side known as Leeds United. Thank you very much for watching in through. I'm looking at before we go into the starting 11 and the formation, we are having Williams, Leeds 0, United 3. If that result comes out like that, I'm going to be surprised because I think it's going to be a very, very hard game for Manchester United. Then he's also predicted, that is Williams predicting United to score 3. We can't score 3, but I don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet. We keep a clean sheet at Aaron Road, I'm going to be surprised. And in the match reaction, I'll come here and say, all right, Williams, you got it right. But us keeping a clean sheet at Aaron Road is really going to be one of the hardest things because we rarely keep clean sheets away from home. I know Mugisha Willie, we are waiting for you. Here I am, my boss. Then Nachitende Esther, I'm disappointed by the lineup with Maguire. Obviously, Maguire is going to be looked at as one of the weak links for the club of Manchester United. But remember, he has really taken very many games without playing, and the manager has really risked his job to really get him in. And maybe, to me, I'm having a thought that managers go out and know that this player is going to be exposed in such and such a game. So let me give him this game for him to prove himself, to prove to me whether he can go ahead and really be a defender of Manchester United. Because in this kind of game, you would expect Rafael Varane to start alongside Luke Shaw, because that's how they're going to play the central defense on Thursday as we play a team known as Barcelona. You would expect them to start like that, but the manager has really said, let me go in for Harry Maguire and see whether he can show me that he's good enough. And if at all Harry Maguire is exposed today, that extends his not making it to the starting 11 of Manchester United for very many games, because these are games that are hard, away at Aaron Road, and the manager has decided to play Harry Maguire. Maybe it's a communication that we're going to play a high line, because a lot of things can be drawn out into the start of Harry Maguire. Are we going to play a deep line? Because that's also possible. Maybe we're going to play a deep line and hit them on the break. Maybe that's the plan of Erik ten Hag. Then I know Mugisha is telling us that we need a win today in any fashion, and let's pray to it that we get one. So thank you for watching in, and let's jet into others. I'm going to come in through and read your reactions into the live chat, but let's jet into the starting 11 of United and which system Erik ten Hag has really gone ahead to take on as we take on a side known as Leeds. All right, a little bit of a glitch here, but I think we are going to be there. We are going to be there in a minute. In a minute, right? Sorry about that. So that is the system that Erik ten Hag has gone for. It's his usual system, 4-2-3-1. He has gone for David De Gea in goal. For that, no-brainer. You know that is the one supposed to start for Manchester United. Then he has gone for Diego Dallo over Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I know there are people on this channel who really love Aaron Wan-Bissaka a lot, but the manager has really gone ahead to choose Diego Dallo, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is on the bench of Manchester United. Then Tyrell Malacia coming in to start, having not played in the previous 3 games. The manager is preparing him for the game of Barcelona. Remember, we are playing Barcelona on Thursday, and Lisandro Martinez is not going to be part of this game. And Tyrell Malacia is here to get some minutes into his legs to see that he really does the needful at Aaron Road, and we know what he does. He's hard, and players that are really going to pass his side might not find it easy, because he's really a very good player defensively. Going forward is okay, but my problem with him is his final ball. His final ball is always lacking. His final ball needs to be improved and put into a better portrait that will really give us good results at Aaron Road. Then we're having Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, as you see him there on the left side of the central defense, playing alongside Harry Maguire. This is where Nachitende has really gone ahead to lose herself, because she thinks that that defense is really weak to have Harry Maguire in. But the manager has his reservations as to why he has gone in for Harry Maguire. And I think we are going to play deep line. Ten Hag can't risk his team and play Harry Maguire when you're going to play a high line. But he has a fast Luke Shaw alongside him, and let's wait and see how everything is going to pan out. But Harry Maguire coming in through, it's an indication to me that United are going to play safe fast. They are going to play safe fast and use the pace of Rashford, Sancho, to see to it that they really break down this team. Then Sabitzer in a double pivot with Freddie Rodriguez. I think Sabitzer looked great. Freddie looked worse in the game we played against Leeds at Old Trafford. But maybe the cause of this was simple. These two players had not played together for some time. It was their first time they've been playing together in a more complete team. When they're playing against Crystal Palace, United had Casemiro sent off the field of play. Then, after Casemiro being sent off the field of play, Sabitzer came in and played with Freddie the last 10-15 minutes. And obviously, you saw what happened. They were just running all over and chasing bodies. But in the game of Leeds, Sabitzer looked great. But the positional sense of Fred was really lacking. So this time around, let's see how these two are really going to partner, because they played their first game together, close to 80 minutes together. That's when the manager took off Sabitzer and brought on Victor Lindelof. But we expect the best of this team to happen. But today, we expect a more a more improved double pivot of Sabitzer and Freddie, because I think they've gotten to know themselves more and more. After that game on Wednesday, they trained on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I think they are in better position to really look great. Bruno Fernandes, in the game of Leeds, after costing us the first goal, he gave Garnacho the 2 chances that he missed, those sitters that he missed. Then he even found a cross on the far post that found Varane, and Varane went in for a near post effort that was served by the goalkeeper. So he had really revived or rejuvenated himself from the first goal that we conceded. But because those chances never went in, he never exonerated himself. But I believe today he might be one of the pivotal people to go in and redo the needful and really lead us into a win, because he said that if you're playing for Manchester United, you must be knowing that you have to be playing 2 games every week. That's what United is made of. If you can't play those games a week, then you are at a wrong team. That's what I loved about Bruno Fernandes, that his heart is really so big. Then Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford playing on the right wing again here. And my problem with him is that sometimes he doesn't really track back, but also him playing on the right wing goes ahead to stop the likes of Guntonto to come in through and really act as a threat on Dalot, because they'll know that that line should be really kept tight, because Rashford is good when he busts into space. But all of us, we know that he doesn't really look good while playing on the right side of the attack midfield or the right wing. But obviously, he has gone ahead to score goals at the World Cup. All the 3 goals he scores them from that right play or that right wing play. Even the goal he scores against Burnley, as soon as we return from the World Cup, Rashford makes a solo effort from our half on the right wing and hits it to the back of the net. So we expect him to come out and do the needful and bluster. That is today. Then Jadon Sancho is another one that is playing off the left attacking side of the midfield, having played very well in the second half for the 30 minutes. I believe there is nothing else that you would get from a manager apart from rewarding him a chance to start in this game. Garnacho got chances, misused them, and the manager now knows that in the first half we might get some chances, because Leeds is going to come as hard. They are going to try to kill off this game and get an early goal in the first 15 minutes of the game. And us, we should capitalize onto that. As they do that, with Freddie and Sabitzer in the double pivot, they should do the conversion and really break up play. If you happen to get any chance, and it lands either on Sancho, Rashford, and Bruno Fernandes or Weghorst, then all these people are really good at scoring. If at all we get that 1 goal, we can build onto that and see to it that we call more pressure, we invite more pressure, but we won't pay dividends for it. And Rashford and Sancho will really hit them on the break. I think that's the plan of Erik ten Hag. If you remember the 2 games we played away after beating Liverpool at Old Trafford by 2-1 against Leicester City and Southampton, I think that blueprint is what the manager is really bringing back. But the problem is this man, in that blueprint that won all those games, Harry Maguire was nowhere to be seen. It was Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. So let's wait and see what is going to happen in this game. When you look at Weghorst leading the line, people are really not happy with Weghorst. I don't know why. Weghorst is a penalty box striker. Get him those chances, he'll score you those goals. And I've been telling my colleagues that, why did United players start to cross balls when Weghorst was taken off the field of play? Yet we know that his most lethal weapon is in the air. Let's cross in those balls and target Weghorst. If we can average close to 6-7 crosses in the first half targeting him, I believe we can get the best out of him and really see him really score those goals for Manchester United today. And very many people have gone hard on Weghorst, that Weghorst is really not a very good player. He needs to be taken off and Rashford starts. Let me tell you, in a game like this, when you're playing at Elland Road, if you are to really start Weghorst off the bench, he's not going to make an impact if he comes off the bench. What makes an impact is take off Weghorst, put Rashford here, bring Alejandro Garnacho to play off this left side, switch Sancho here, or bring in Facundo Pelestri, and obviously we are going to see ourselves really win. Or bring in Lindelof, play in a double pivot with Freddie, push Sabitzer here, and put Bruno Fernandes here. and let that pace of Rashford really help us towards the last 20 minutes of the game. But when these teams are really fresh, Rashford does not help us leading the line. You know that very well. He only helps us when we are really in the last 20 minutes of the game, and that's when Rashford comes in through to do the needful for the club of Manchester United. So Weghorst needed to start because he's not an impact making player off the bench. We have to go on and really admit that. So that's it for Manchester United. And let's see how Leeds are really going to go ahead and really line up into this game. Then after that, I'm going to come into your live chat into the box below. It's the live chat below. As you cast your votes on your prediction, who do you think is winning this game of football? Because it looks like you guys are really looking like United are winning this game of football. I don't know why you guys are really so strong that we are getting a win, and I'm getting surprised because I don't think that it's going to be an easy win. If you're going to get it, it's really going to be a hardly fought for win. That's what is into my mind. Now, let's do a little bit of Leeds and how they are really going to stand today. Leeds United. Leeds United. Leeds United, Leeds United, Leeds United, Leeds United. Right. That is Leeds United for you. They're having Melia in goal. They're having Eiling right back coach, Weber, and Fipo. But for Melia, to me, I think he's going to have a hard time this time around because Sancho is a player whose game is not built on pace. Sancho's game is all about his composure, getting that ball, and taking it to the defenders. That's what his game is all about. And today, I believe Eiling is not going to be having that Garnacho style of play because Garnacho, every time he got the ball, he just thought of running. And he's going to face Garnacho in the remaining 20 minutes of the game because I know the manager will bring on Garnacho towards the end of the game or past the hour mark or a quarter to the end of the game. Then McCain and T. Adams, they really looked good in the midfield, and these two are Americans. They've been playing together since the age of 12, and they know themselves very well, and they complement themselves better as players of the US national team. And here they are at Leeds playing together into that double pivot. But Freddie and Sabitzer this time round, they need to work out themselves better to see to it that they really find themselves in a position of really stopping these boys, because these boys are turned out to be a problem at Old Trafford, something that we wouldn't love to see and experience at our club of Manchester United. We need to act better, thick and fast to stop these boys from really haunting us at the club at Around Road. However much they're playing home, we need to put in checkmates that are really going to stop them from really thriving in that midfield that they are really going to be playing together. Then Harrison, Somerville, and Guntonto. Guntonto really needs to be stopped because he's the live wire that they've got in the game. He's the live wire they've got in the game, and I believe we should really put a lot of eyes onto him, and Rashford should really see himself track back a little bit better to really combat the runs of Gintonto, because we don't want to see Dallo exposed onto a 2v1 situation at this juncture. We just need to see United doing better and better and better in this game of football. So that is the starting 11 of Leeds. And for Manchester United, I think when you look at our bench, we're really having good players that can come on and change this game of football. Then, Nachten Esther, the defense is very weak. I think the only weak link is Harry Maguire. It's really Harry Maguire. And I don't know why the manager has really chosen Harry Maguire over players like Victor Lindelof, because I believe if I thought it was Lindelof, it would have been a better team, according to me. But the manager has gone in for Harry Maguire and he has benched Rafael Varane. Maybe he wants Rafael Varane to be fresh for the game of Barcelona because it's going to be away. It's really going to be a very difficult game. And he's a player that you would trust to go ahead and really mark a player leading the line of Barcelona, known as Lewandowski. And his experience is highly needed in Catalonia. Then Biarugaba, Olis, United 4-1 win. Guys, do you know where we're going? Even last time, we won by 4-2. If we had Casemiro in that midfield, I would have said, all right, We might get a result there very easily. I know we might get a result of a win or a draw, but it's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy game. And if at all it goes 4-1 in favor of Manchester United, I'm going to be surprised of how that has really gone ahead to happen. Then I'm having Jamiru Matovu, Manchester United 2 Leeds 1. All right, for that, it's okay. It can really happen that way. And I believe it can go that way. If at all we are to win, I think it's going to be a game of large margins. If at all we win, it's really going to be a 2-1 win, 1-0, 3-2, all 4-3. It can be a high goal scoring fixture or a low goal scoring fixture. Then I'm having Opio Ivan. Why Harry Maguire? That's the big question that everyone is asking us. And I don't know why the manager is really going for Harry Maguire, because they don't have a lot of area threats that they really bring into our final third. Harry Maguire is slow. That just shows you that it's not going to be us playing a high line. It's really going to be hard for us to go on and play high line. We are going to invite the pressure, but us inviting the pressure, we should be able to combat that pressure so as not to pay dividends for allowing that pressure to come. Because when you allow that pressure to come, you always pay dividends through goals, penalties, and shots on targets. So we need David De Gea to be on his best. We need Malacia, Luke Shaw, and Diego Dello to be on their best. Then Freddie and Sabitzer also should be really doing great to see to it that they really do checkmates into that midfield. Then Sancho and Rashford should be tracking back a lot to help our wing backs. That is Malacia and Dallo respectively, because we don't want to see them exposed anymore as we were last time. Alex Ebong from Uganda today is our win. Yeah, it might be a win for us, but it's really going to be slight. It's really going to be a hard game. They are really going to come pumped up. Having drawn that game at Old Trafford, they believe that they can get a win, but Ten Hag might use that to beat them off, knowing that I'm going to sit back a little bit and hit them on the break. You get? And Ten Hag's style of play might go ahead and replicate what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer used to do when beating Leeds. He just let them have the ball and obviously hit them with the ball and hit them on the break. But can Ten Hag really allow Leeds have the ball? That's the big question. That's what you're going to see today. Hello, bro. It's me, Kasha from Uganda. I really enjoy your show. Thank you, Kasha Love, for watching in. Are you the one from Big Talent? Are you the one from Big Talent, Kasha Love? Thank you for watching in. Then, Nachitende Esther, Martinez is suspended for Barcelona. Yeah, that's it. And I don't know why he has not been played. Maybe the manager thought that he needs to be rotated today. Then Kashalav, I don't know why Eric Ten Hag has put Harry Maguire in this competitive game. In Uganda, we say Maguire is called Biansobi. Biansobi means error, that he's erratic. He's erratic. So, if Harry Maguire costs us this game, then we are going to go all out and attack Eric Ten Hag, because a slate is not far away from him. The only clean slate he's going to get is when Harry Maguire performs very well. But if at all, Maguire is turned into an avenue and is the reason as why I've gone ahead to concede goals, then Eric Ten Hag will be the manager to blame for this. Having seen Arsenal drop points, Newcastle drop points, Tottenham Hotspur beaten, Man City playing later today, Arsenal playing Man City on Wednesday this week, we have to win this game of football. And I think would have gone with our best 11. That's it. I would have seen Luke Shaw and Varane in central defense, and the rest would have been constant. But the problem is Harry Maguire being fielded into that central defense. I think the manager has the best explanation. Did he look well in training? That's my real worry. Did Harry Maguire really look good in training for the manager to really sacrifice Rafael Varane for him or Lindelof? If Lindelof was playing that central defense, no one would have been here complaining. But Harry Maguire, no one really likes the way he really plays. Semanda Muzamiru, we can't win with that defense. I understand. And my Ten Hag is playing out a trickery to the media, because if we lost today without Harry Maguire in that defense, the English media would say Why doesn't he play Harry Maguire, one of the best English central defenders? And maybe he's anticipating a very hard game and he wants to play a game to really take on the media and really do what we call a damage control to him and his entire team, such that they won't use him as an as an scapegoat that he never picked Harry Maguire. So he puts in Harry Maguire. If at all he messes up, and obviously the media won't go all out for him, because you've known this English media. They don't target players that hold a British or an English passport. They don't target them. The moment we lose and there are players that are really not holding that British passport, oh my God, it really turns out into a very hard way. Prediction is, Kashalav is saying 3-1. I think a draw is the most favorable result for us. And if a win is going to come in through, it's going to be a slight one. 2-1, 1-0, 3-2, if we are to win. But I think Leeds are going to bring us a game today, and we are going to see how Ten Hag has really gone ahead to prepare for this game. Then Bwamichi Derek, today we are winning this match. Derek Bwamichi from Uganda, big up Man United. All right, everyone is calling in for a win, but guys, it's really going to be a hard one. The only trust I have is in Erik Ten Hag, that if we went to Arsenal and put up a show 3-2 and we scored goals like that and capitalize on the mistakes that Arsenal made, we can do the same thing. But can we defend better, more than how we defended against Arsenal with Harry Maguire? That's where the big question is. You know, Harry Maguire is really the loose end into that team. He's the loose end. He is the loose end. Is the manager targeting set pieces, that we get set pieces and Harry Maguire is going to go on and really score them? You'll ask yourself, when was the last time Harry Maguire won a set piece and really directed it into the back of the net? That's rare, but let's wait and see how the plan of the game from the manager Erik Ten Hag is going to be and why he brought in Harry Maguire. Because as the game goes on, we'll know why Ten Hag went in for Harry Maguire. Tamale Patrick, 2-1. All right, thank you for watching it. It can be 2-1. Then I'm having Issa Vidye, Ronald Molinda. Hello, David. How are you today with Harry Maguire on? I'm worried. We can't wait. Let's wait and see. All right. Everyone is worried about Harry Maguire. I know most of you are really worried about him, and you have every reason to worry about him, because he is really, really a player that is just one mistake away from making our team concede. That's a worry here. And I'm having Semanda Muzamiru without a CDM and a defense of Harry Maguire, but now get to Fude. All right. He's saying that without Harry Maguire and the CDM of Casemiro cover, we are dead. And by the way, this is where sometimes you go out and really say, I wish Scott McTominay was here, because if at all Scott McTominay was here, he would have played well with that midfield alongside Sabitzer. And Scott McTominay, by the way, he tends to always have a good game when you're playing Leeds. Do you know how many times I was going to hate to boss Leeds every time we played them? Very, very, very many times. That's what Scott McTominay has always been doing, and bossing a team known as Leeds. Then Olayede Joshua, 2-1 in favor of United. That's what he said. 2-1 is really a result that I can really go for, and I'm really anticipating for it. Yeah, it's easily achievable by United, because if we can score 2 by hitting them on the break, I think if we do position ourselves well, however much Maguire is there, we can only concede 1, but we need to score goals today. If at all we score 2, I'll be 100% sure that we are winning this game. Thomas Donko from Ghana. Greetings from Ghana. All right, thank you very much. Thank you for watching in, my brother. Then Samuel Chukudebelu is saying draw is the game, period. Yeah, a draw is highly anticipated for this game. Please, Garnacho is very bad. Now let him be. He's not bad. He's not bad. He's not bad. And Ten Hag has really gone ahead to talk about the attitude of Garnacho and how he believes in him and how he's a better player for the club. And he's only 18. He's not bad. Every player will come in and really have his bad or good day. And I think Garnacho just had a very bad day, and he just needs to go on and really compose himself in front of goal. Something that just comes with time. He'll master that craft, guys. Let's not go hard on the lad. Let's just give him time to see to it that really comes in through and really does the best that he deserves for the club. There is something I want to read here for you about Garnacho and what Ten Hag really said about his energy that he brings on the field of play. Where is that Garnacho tweet? All right, it's here. Let me flash it onto your screen and read it. because Ten Hag has a different thought about Garnacho than you guys. Ten Hag is saying, I think all players have to be brave to try if it's in the interests of the team. That is what Garnacho is doing quite well, because he is taking players on and is outplaying them. He's creating chances. From yesterday, he should have scored. That's what Ten Hag is telling you, the importance of Alejandro Garnacho in this fixture, that he's taking on players and is creating chances. However much he missed those two chances, he would have scored them, but he's really a player that really brings an impact on the field of play each and every time United is playing. That's what Ten Hag is really telling you. So he shows you that there is something special in this guy known as Alejandro Garnacho, as told to us by the manager. So that's what the manager is really saying about Alejandro Garnacho. And however much most of you are really having reservations about the boy, the manager is really celebrant about the man. So why do they prefer Dalot to Aaron Bissaka? Guys, let's admit, Dalot is the best right back at Manchester United. When he was playing, when he was really fit, before facing an injury, all of you never even mentioned Aaron Bissaka, because Dalot was putting in efforts that are really relentless. You get? After coming in through and really putting in an effort like that against Leeds, because he was returning from injury, as he was lacking much fitness, most of you were vexed and were really attacking him. So, you know, there are positions that you know that are belonging to a certain player. Though Dalot was asked about that question about him and Aaron Bissaka about the competition, he said, you should work hard for your position. And Dalot is back. Obviously, he's one of the best players at the club of Manchester United, and he is the manager's #1 right back. Then Rahab, 2-1 win for United. All right. Thank you very much for that prediction. Shaw and Maguire centre back. The manager should stop that experiment. We need a win. All right. Obviously, it's an experiment that backfired way back when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was here. They used to collide a lot when they were playing together in the central defense. You remember that very well. Shaw collided a lot with Harry Maguire, because Harry Maguire used to play on the left side of the central defense. Even when Luke Shaw was playing at left back, he used to collide with Harry Maguire a lot. But at the England national team, it's not the case. They will look great and better. Let's wait and see what's going to happen in there for you. 1-0 in favor of Manchester United. That is Aino Mugisha Willie. Thank you for watching in. Yeah, I could take that. I see it as one of the most accurate results that can come out of this game. Then Oloyede Joshua, sincerely, I think Dalot is still rusty defense-wise. But I think defense-wise was not rusty. His problem was him putting out sloppy passes. He gave out like 3 balls through his blind passing, but they never exposed him. Guntonto never went past him. That's it. I believe he's good. He has closed down. He closed down this Liverpool fast attacking left forward. Luis Diaz. He closed down Martinelli. He closed down Pulisic. He closed down very many dangerous and deadly left forwards in the Premier League. So I think he's really good, but the problem was he lacked enough playing time and he was returning from injury. Let's hope that today is really going to be back to full fitness. Then Upolot Charles, United 2 Leeds 0, but Harry Maguire has bad when it comes to clean sheets. All right. Let's wait and see whether Maguire will go on and really perfect his craft today. Then John Cool Chipoya, I want to ask why the manager has started Harry Maguire over Varane. Maybe Varane needs a rest. Is preparing him for the game of Barcelona. That's the huge reason. But I think even if it's Varane you're trying to rest, I rather bring on Victor Lindelof. Not so. Lindelof and Luke Shaw would have looked better. To me, my prediction is that Leeds 0, United 4. Oh, guys, if it really reaches that level of magnitude, as far as the United win is concerned, I'm going to be surprised. I will be surprised if we hit all rounds, Leeds by 4-1 at their stadium. I'll be really, really surprised and astonished. Adioma Samuel, United 2 Leeds 1. That is the realistic result that I can really look at and really concede that it can really happen in favor of Manchester United, but it's really going to be a hard game for Manchester United. Vemax, Perezi, Rokani, good work done. Thank you for watching in. Also, thank you for the good work you do of really watching in. And Perez from Bowenge, Blood of United, thank you for watching in from Bowenge. That is Eastern Uganda. He calls himself the Blood of Manchester United. All right, thank you for watching in, Perez. Then Esther Kumaka, United 2. Leeds, how many? I don't know, but looks like he's giving United an advantage of scoring 2 goals past Leeds today. Then there is Thomas Donko, David, among other buyers. Which one will you perfect that they will be better for United? To me, I believe the best buyer, I don't know whether they've watched my video that I've just done before I came live. The best buyer is that buyer who is going to come off and clear the debt of Manchester United and obviously institute United back to where it was as far as modern football management is concerned, because United makes the money. United makes the money. The new shirt, the new shirt sponsorship deal that we are going to get, we are going to be earning like 100 million pounds per season. If we are back to the Champions League, Adidas will be getting us 70 million pounds. That is close to 200 million pounds more to their income. Then the shirt sales of players, and you're winning. I believe our income can hit next season. We can hit £1 billion because we are going to be playing in the Champions League. And with Erik ten Hag, you know that we'll go far in the Champions League positions, all tournament. We are going to be competing for the league title. That calls in for more money to come in from the Premier League. And if we are winning, we are going to see these sponsors of United pour or inject more money in the club. So to me, I want an owner who is going to clear off that debt of 695 million pounds. I want it cleared. Then, if he comes in through and really improves the structure, the stadium, that's great. But the most important bit of it is that let's get an owner who is going to clear off that debt. If that debt is cleared, then United will be having a minimum of like 300 million pounds to spend in the transfer window per season, because no team makes more money than us, however much we've not been winning trophies. If we've been making in that amount of money when we've not been winning trophies, how much money do you think we are going to be making if at all we start bringing in trophies? Obviously, that's a lot of money. So to me, I want an owner who is going to take us off that debt burden and obviously take us back to where a football institution of United is supposed to be, by really drawing a very good hierarchy of Manchester United in football management terms. Then I'm having Nantume Fatuma, United 3 Leeds 1. All right, thank you very much. Oh, that's really wide off the mark, but it can really be gotten, because if at all we score 2, Leeds score 1, and then score the late through Rashford, I think it's possible. With the force of Garnacho off the bench, I think it will act well like a charm. And guys, look forward for Facundo Pellistri. He came on through, looked very well in the game of Leeds at Old Trafford, and in training, he has been one of the highly performing players. Look out for that lad known as Alejandro Garnacho. Anytime from now, the manager might find himself really putting him into the team, because he's really looking great, especially on that right wing. Then Mutamba Faluzi, Man United 1, Leeds 0. All right, thank you very much for watching in through. That is also another result that I can really take on. Samuel is telling me Qataris is better for me. Yeah, but even the Saudis are here. The Saudis are here. They are willing to rival the bid that Qataris are going to make. So it's really working out like a charm for the Glazers, because it's really going the direction they wanted, because a bidding war coming in through will help these people really, will help them really achieve exactly what they want. So as it stands for me, I believe it's working out for the Glazers a lot than anyone else. Then Perez from Bolenga, according to me, let Bissaka start this game. We shall win it. But already the lineup is already out. Dalot is starting at the right back of Manchester United. Then, even though Dalot is good, but Bissaka is better, guys, let's be realistic. You know, I usually give this comparison that you might be having your wife at home, but and you love him. But if there is another woman outside there who is beautiful or more beautiful than your woman, you have to acknowledge it, that that woman is beautiful than my woman. Guys, Bissaka is good, but Dalot is the better right back at Old Trafford. Do you know why you are talking about that? Because Dalot has been out. Bissaka came in through. But Bissaka has played very many games, and he only just had one assist in the game of, was it Burnley, that Ericsson scored? But Dalot, on his return, he made an assist that put us in the game. So I think we need Dalot a lot in this game to put in crosses for Weghorst. And if at all he puts in those crosses for Weghorst, like he did for Rashford, I think we are going to have a very good game. I'm having my sister, known as Nachitende Esther. I'm even confused. I figured to watch the game. No, just watch the game. I think it's really going to be a very good game, full of surprises. I anticipate a game where we are going to sit back, capitalize on our moments, hit them on the break, and obviously find ourselves into a winning position. Bissaka defend well than Dalot. Guys, in the game of football, you must be having a versatile right back. Good going forward and good going forward. He should be good at commanding the defense and the offensive sides. So let's not get blindfolded onto that. Yes, I agree with you. Guys, Dalot is really Dalot is a baller, guys. Dalot is really a baller. And let no one lie to you about it that he's not a baller. Ten Hag said the following about Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw. Those who have been asking me about that, this is what Ten Hag really had to say. That Maguire and Shaw know each other. They also know the game and the rivalry leads. So they have to project that on the whole game. So I expect leadership from them today. So Ten Hag is telling us that he has brought them on because he knows that they know them other very well and they know the rivalry better. And let's anticipate and see whether his plan for this game will work out for him and obviously get us the 3 points we need, because Arsenal, having drawn yesterday, we need to win. We need to win. Then the reason as why he has not brought on Luke Shaw, the reason as why he has not brought on Lisandro Martinez and Varane, he says rotation is part of it. I have a lot of games to cover. That's Ten Hag, and giving us the reason as to why he has gone ahead to bring on the English partnership instead of our best partnership. Then on Jadon Sancho, he said, this is what he said before the game is going to kick off. The players are soon getting out of the tunnel. He said, Sancho is a magnificent player when he's good, and it is up to him. Then he will contribute to our team in our creative plan. So that is really what the manager is really going to hate to talk about Jadon Sancho. And obviously, we know how good he is, especially in the offensive area. But he needs to work out onto his defensive plan of really tracking back to help out Malacia a lot. So about Weghorst, as a story came in through and tarnished it because people said that Weghorst shouldn't start, Rashford should lead the line. I tarnished it out in my match preview and I said we should go in for Weghorst because if Rashford is turned into a striker in the last 20 minutes, we benefit a lot, other than bringing in Weghorst, who can really impact the game off the bench. He said Weghorst has a big part in what Rashford is doing, but we want more box arrivals and finishing. We have to get used to his moments and bring him into the right place. So Ten Hag is right and on point. Weghorst is really not being brought on a lot, and no balls are being created for him to really go ahead and score. So I think he's on point onto that. Obviously, he expects more deliveries in the box. I think that's why he has brought on Diego Della and told him that for what you did to Marcus Rashford last time, you need to do that times 4 in the first half, targeting Weghorst. And obviously, we are really going to go out and really get him on the target and obviously score those goals. Now, on the performance we had last week at Old Trafford is said we slept in the first 5 minutes of each half at Old Trafford. Hopefully, we have learned from it and a better today. It was magnificent how we came back on Wednesday. That has to inspire and motivate us today. So, I believe if we protect ourselves and really try to be conservative and play safe, we are winning this game. We are winning this game. Let's see what your votes are like. End poll. Sorry about that. 84% are saying United are winning, 8% Leeds win, 6% are saying a draw. And obviously, let's conclude this with Perez. I'm seeing a 2-0 Leeds according to our squared, but let's shut 5 to be out. All right. I don't know why I don't know whether people know Delo. Yeah, that's it. That's a very huge question. And they should watch him keenly. Nachit and Esther have collected Arsenal fans here to watch with me, but they may step at my head after losing. I think we're not losing. I think the worst result for us that I really anticipate is a draw, but a win is also workable. We can get a win. We can get a win, guys. We can get a win from this. I believe it. If at all we are really conservative and we keep safe at that defense, though there is that glitch of Harry Maguire, I think we can factor out a result today that will see us get 3 points from this game, because it's really going to be worse for us to find ourselves getting 2 points out of the possible 6 against Leeds. That's it. Then Arsenal fans should relax and float. They should relax and float. They are robbed yesterday by VAR. They should relax and float. And let's pray hard that that's not extended to our game, because tomorrow, because yesterday Arsenal was robbed, Chelsea was robbed, and let VAR not rob us today our victory, because they are good at doing that. Check their stats this season. Bissaka assist 2, Dalot assist 2. So which is better, guys? You might talk about the assist, but have you talked about the secondary assists? Do you know how many goals we've scored when Dalot has initiated those runs? Do you know how many times Dalot crosses that ball and people don't score in? Do you know how many cutbacks Dalot puts into the box of the 18 yards box area of the opponent? The cutbacks, the squares, the crosses, guys. Dalot is immensely better than Bissaka. Guys, thank you very much for watching in through. I sign out for now. See you later when the game is done. And Rokan David is my name. I'm out.